The alarm rings off in the dark. In that split second, the immediate, reflexive urge is to reach over, hit the button, and buy yourself just 10 more minutes of sleep. It feels like a harmless luxury, but choosing to snooze is a failure to meet the very first goal you set for yourself the night before. By opting for a few minutes of low-quality rest, you actively drain your own willpower before your feet even touch the floor. And if you stay awake, there is an equally damaging trap. Roughly 80 to 90% of smartphone users immediately grab their devices upon waking, flooding their minds with an endless stream of texts, emails, and notifications. In the first hour after waking, the brain is emerging from a state of deep rest. Because it hasn't yet been cluttered by the day's distractions, the mind's capacity for focus is at its peak, making it an open slate for whatever information you provide it first.
Think of your mind as a clean computer operating system, and your morning habits as the initial data inputs. When you start the day with a barrage of external demands and fragmented sleep, you overload the system with chaotic, corrupt data. By failing to control the inputs during this sacred first hour, you surrender your mental clarity. You give up your subconscious decision-making power to external stressors for the rest of the day. Researchers at the University of British Columbia tracked exactly how this morning digital consumption affects our baseline anxiety. They found that simply delaying the urge to check email and social media for 1 hour protects the brain's fresh, rested state. Building this single boundary drastically reduces overall daily stress levels. But blocking negative inputs is only half the equation. You have to actively generate positive momentum. Admiral William H. McRaven popularized a specific tactic for this based on military discipline. The action is remarkably simple. Make your bed. It acts as a physical input that sends a direct signal of completion to your subconscious. You have accomplished your first task, and your brain is motivated to tackle the next challenge. Pair that initial psychological win with immediate physical exercise, like a quick run or stretching. This physical override primes your biological engine, boosting energy and mental focus for the hours ahead. When you firewall your mind from digital noise and complete immediate, tangible tasks, you force a shift in your internal operating system. You move from a reactive state of anxiety into a proactive state of discipline. Solidifying this new operating system requires consistent verbal inputs, known as affirmations. These function as direct verbal code, designed to overwrite existing mental patterns through repetition over a 30-day cycle. The first input is, "I am the best." Stating this forces the subconscious to look for evidence of internal value, gradually shifting your self-perception toward competence. The second code is, "I am happy." This sets an intentional filter for your day, prioritizing positive interactions and training your brain to distance itself from negative social stressors. Third, "I am a successful person." This establishes a long-term mental target, prompting the mind to filter for new opportunities and behaviors that align with that specific identity. Fourth, "My life is getting better." This creates a lens of progress, allowing the brain to view minor setbacks as data points for growth, rather than permanent roadblocks. Finally, "I can achieve everything I deserve." This input links your ambition to your self-worth, establishing the requirement that you must become the person capable of reaching those goals. Consistently feeding your brain these specific inputs removes the guesswork. It forces your subconscious to actively seek out the pathways required to make these statements your actual reality. To see what a highly optimized mind is capable of achieving, we can look at the life of Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. While studying at the Madras Institute of Technology, a young Kalam faced an impossible crucible. His professor, disappointed with Kalam's initial work on a fighter aircraft design, gave him an ultimatum: deliver a better design in just 3 days, or lose his scholarship. His entire future was on the line. But because his mind was trained for resilience, he bypassed panic entirely. Instead, he sat down, skipped his meals, and worked relentlessly through the night with his team, taking only a single hour of rest. By Sunday morning, Kalam had successfully completed the complex design. His professor was shocked by the exceptional quality of the work, proving exactly what extreme discipline can accomplish under pressure. Kalam would later summarize his approach to life with a famous observation. He said that true dreams are not the passive fantasies you experience while sleeping. They are the powerful visions that refuse to let you sleep.
You cannot instantly change your ultimate destination, but when you take control of your morning inputs, you rewrite your daily habits, and over time, those habits are exactly what will build your future.